Okay, so officially, good afternoon, guys. My name is Solomon. I am your host today. And well, I see a lot of people here, so I'm going to introduce the program here, and how things work. And after that, we'll get to the conversation properly saying. So guys, TNT is a conversation platform for beginners, intermediate, and advanced English speakers. I'm going to remind you, this is not a class, okay? How does it work? I bring a topic, especially today, we're going to talk about age, and we have a few questions related about this topic. So I'm going to split in smaller groups so we can talk. And after, I don't know, 50 minutes, we're going to come back here to the main room. All right, let me just admit one more person, Gabriel. Yes, but as I was saying, we are going to come back here and we are going to talk a little bit how was our conversation. Our philosophy here on TNT is to speak up, all right? So please speak as much as you can, be respectful, but give your opinion, speak in English, all right? As you can see, we are live on YouTube, and if you want to have access to more English conversations or even conversations in other languages, you just need to go to talkntalk.com.br, all right? Guys, I'm going to send the questions here on the chat. If you see the questions, just give me thumbs up. All right, there will be two. Okay, thank you, Fernando. Thank you, Victor. There are more questions. Let me just send them here. Okay, from 11 forward. Okay, this one. And just to the guys that arrived right now, just explaining, today was supposed to come Johnny as the host, but he had a problem. So I'm here substituting him today, all right? I send the questions here, all of them. Guys, I'm going to create a breakout room. In the breakout room, there will be more people because right here we are in 11 people, so we cannot stay all in the same meeting. But a few of you are going to stay here with me, and the others are going to stay by yourselves in this other room. And I'd like to ask you one thing. In this room, please choose a leader, and this leader is going to guide the conversation, just to read the questions, and you can keep going trying to answer. But before we start, I'd like to know, is there someone here for the first time? For the first time? No? Victor, Malu, okay. Let me just admit one more person, a lot of people coming. Let's just wait for Maurilio. Yes, welcome. So guys, let me create the rooms again because one more person arrived. So recreate, yes, I think so. Let's... Oh, one more person, the last one, because we have the politics of accepting people until the 7 minutes, so this person arrives at the limit. Let me just accept Giovanni, and I'll need to create the room again. We have 13 people, maybe 3 rooms is going to be a nice, yes, it's going to be nice to do this. Okay, let's just wait for Giovanni to connect, breakout rooms. Great, I would like 3 rooms, all right. Okay, so we have 2 rooms, let me see. Okay, so guys, just to remember again, you are going to the breakout room, a few of you, but a few of you are going to stay here with me, all right? In these rooms, I'm going to ask you, please introduce yourselves, and choose someone to read the questions so you can answer, okay? And just give me thumbs up if you can see the questions because I sent them on the chat. Can you see the questions? Okay, so I'm going to, okay, thank you very much, Fernando. So I'm going to open the rooms right now. Those of you who received a pop-up, just accept, okay, you're going to breakout room. If you do not receive a pop-up, you're going to stay here with me live on YouTube, all right? So I'm going to open the rooms right now. Yes, if you received something, just accept it. And if you didn't, you are going to stay here with me. All right. So yes, a few people are accepting right now. Just keep accepting, guys. Yes, a few more. Yes, I believe. Bruna Brandão, you need to accept too. And also Giovanni. Yes, now it's done. Guys, so this is us. We are going to stay here. I introduced myself. My name is Solon. I am the host today. And well, I'd like to get to know you guys. So please say your name. Where are you from? How did you get here on TNT? And what do you expect from the meeting? All right. Let's go with you, Fernando. Go ahead, please.
Right. Well, I live in Brasilia. I am 33 years old. I work in the environment protection area, but actually I have a graduation and a post-graduation in the languages area. So I really enjoy this language part, especially English. I really like studying English. I've been here on TNT since December, and since March, I'm also a host here every Friday at 5 p.m. And that's it. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, nice. What do you expect from the meeting today?
Oh, just have fun and exchange ideas, so
Okay.
just chilling around.
Okay, nice. And guys, just to tell you, don't be ashamed of showing your faces, If you can, just open your cameras. But Malu, go ahead. Introduce yourself, girl.
Hello, guys. Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
Sunday. This working is crazy.
Yes, I know.
I live in Rio Claro, São Paulo.
Nice.
I am 13 years working for sales.
Nice.
I have married. I have a son for 4 years. Hoje eu tô pegando o tranco, calma.
Okay, don't worry.
Tô no ritmo do domingo. Minha expectativa.
I'm expecting.
I'm expecting for learn, aprender.
To learn. All right.
Thank you.
That's good. Welcome. This is not your first time at NTNT. No. Okay, that's good. But your first time with me.
Eu tenho um listening bom.
Okay.
Mas eu travo no vocabulário.
Okay, don't worry. We are here to improve
por isso que eu tô aqui.
Yes, exactly. That's the point. And let's go with you, Gabriel Freire. Please introduce yourself, man.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
So my name is Gabriel. I am 30 years old, and I am a software engineer. And I am here because I need to improve my English for new opportunities abroad. And I graduated in information systems, and so for myself, I live in São Paulo, Brazil, and I love it reading books, watching series and movies, and the other things too.
Okay, nice. What do you expect?
It's a pleasure.
Okay, it's a pleasure. And what do you expect from the meeting?
Okay, I can expect it can be so great for the Sunday.
Okay, nice. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. And let's go with Bruna Brandão. What about you, girl?
Hello, guys. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Thank you. My name is Bruna Brandão. I am 26 years old. I'm graduating for the pharmacy college, but nowadays I'm just studied. I tried to study technology area, and I studied physical education. And I live in São Paulo, Morumbi, but nowadays I'm staying in Bahia to come and visit my mother. And I will come back to São Paulo in the Thursday. It's Thursday to say?
Yes.
I don't know. In my free times, I like watching random videos and I really love it to spend my time with TNT, if the talk and talk.
Yes.
Is that I like to make animes drawing, and I think it's that.
Okay, nice. Welcome, welcome. We also have
you.
Phillip Hayes. He said he has a sore throat, but I don't know, Phillip, would you like to introduce yourself and then just keep listening, or we can just keep going? Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to take this as I just keep going, all right? So, yeah. So let's go to the questions, okay? So let's start with you, Malu. Question number 1, who's the oldest person you know, and what do you know about this person's life? Go ahead. You're muted.
Yes.
Okay.
Tô lutando aqui para achar. Grandmother, my husband.
Yes.
Avó, é isso,
Yes.
né?
Grandmother.
94 years.
94 years old.
Yes.
A lot.
Faleceu faz pouco tempo, mas
Oh.
a conheci, né? Com 94 anos.
That's
94
a
years.
lot of things. and what do you think about her life? Was it a good life? What do you know about her life?
Good habits.
Good habits.
Habits. Yes.
Habits, yes.
Don't eat meat tonight.
Oh,
Soup every night. Agora é duro da conversação que as palavras fogem. Era uma pessoa bem regrada.
Okay.
Era uma pessoa bem regradinha.
No, that's 94 years old. This is nice to hear that. And these secrets I didn't know about not eating meat during the evening, you know, this is new for me.
Yes.
But really
yes. Toda noite era uma sopinha, aquela sopinha bem rala, que tinha os legumes nadando. Sabe os legumes bem distantes nadando, assim? Aquele caldinho salgado, assim.
Okay.
E de dia comia, à noite não.
Okay, nice. And what about you, Bruno? I'm glad you opened your camera. Go ahead.
I think is a mother of a friend of my mother. She
Nice.
have 93 years old.
93 years old.
93, and she's so better off than a lot of young people I know today, including me. And she's walking every day in her life, and she's not taking any remedy. And I have jealousies for the health. She's health.
Okay.
I think it's that.
Interesting. Just one question out of curiosity. Have you ever been in a meeting with me before?
Yes, I will participating with in the Thursday.
Yes, I kind of know
Thursday.
you. Night Thursday.
I really love your immersion.
Thank you. And let's go with Fernando. What about you, man? Tell me.
Well, now works.
Yes.
Is my grandmother. She's 92 or 93 years old.
Okay.
And I know about her is that she had a very difficult life, a very simple life, and difficult, hard for her to raise her children. And she's a nice lady, a little bit stubborn, not a little bit, very stubborn. And she has Alzheimer's, so that's something very difficult that makes her a difficult person because of the disease. And that's it.
Okay, 93 years old. That's a lot of things, you know, because I'm thinking about myself. I'm 25. So if I live the double that I lived right now, I'm not going to be close to her age yet, you know, so it's a lot of years lived. It's nice, man. It's nice.
It is.
And let's hear from you, Gabriel Freire. What about you, man? Tell me.
Okay, so I guess my oldest person when I know today is my grandma too. My grandma is older in my family and when in my life too. And if she is know it when I say it, she hates me. But yeah, it is. And I am able to know a lot of things with my grandma. My grandma is a lot smart and a lot of experience her, and I love it for a lot of things when I need to do in my life too, and I love it.
Nice, nice. Bruna, go ahead.
I paid attention that they're only women so alive
Live
for
so
long.
far, yes. What
It's just
happened to the
women.
men? But this is interesting. I really love TNT, you know, because in one of my immersions, I asked the person to introduce herself and tell a curiosity about herself, you know. And there was one time a guy arrived at the meeting and said, "I know the oldest person that lives in Brazil," you know. And he said that it was one person from his city, and she was on the journal, like giving interviews, you know, and she was, I don't know, 107 years old, you know, and she was the oldest person alive in Brazil at that moment, you know. And it's really nice because this guy was on TNT and whoa, incredible to see that. I'm not sure if it was 107 or more, but I get this number on my head and it was really nice. The guy was on my TNT, like talking about this experience, like in his city, you know. Really, really nice to see these kind of things. But let's go to question number 2. I'm going to start with you, Fernando, because you have a grandmother and she's with you. So what does the person's age tell us? What do you know about a 60 years old that's different from a 30-year-old? Tell me, in your opinion, what do you think about that?
I think in general, they tend to be more wisdom because they have lived more and they have more experience in life. And theoretically, they are smarter. They have more wisdom than younger people. Yeah, but I said theoretically because that are a lot of people that have lived a lot, but they have not learned from their experiences.
Yeah.
So it really depends.
Yes, this is really interesting because I saw one phrase once that was something like this: age is not a sign of experience, but either is a sign of innovation, you know? So it's not because you are young that you are innovative, but it's not because you are old that you have good experience, you know? Like age is a number, so it really depends on the case. But I'd like to hear from you, Bruna. What do you think about that?
Before I thought that age was just a number.
Yes.
But nowadays, I think is the fact, the change of the things change with your fica mais velho.
When you get
and
old.
but from a biological point of view, have a certainly change, certainly things to change when you're make more mais velho. I think is yes, the age is just a number, but you have for acumular very experience.
Okay.
With com passar do tempo.
Yes, I get you because they live experiences that we didn't live, and there are a few experiences that repeat over and over. Let's say, for example, getting married or getting your first job, or I don't know, learning how to drive, or even specific moments at our lives, you know. They live it, something like this, so they know a little bit how it works, how things are going to be. So it's really interesting to see this point of view.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yes, really,
Let's hear from
really
you.
interesting.
Yeah. Let's hear from you, Gabriel. What do you think about that?
Okay, sorry, the question number 3, yeah?
It's question number 2. What does a person's age tell us? Yes.
Okay, so...
Did you see the questions? I'm going to send again in case you didn't receive.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
see now. I am in my smartphone. It's difficult now, sorry.
Don't worry. But it's like this. What does a person's age tell us?
Okay,
What do we know about a 60 years old that's different from a 30 years old?
Okay. This question is interesting because the years old, it is not definitely it is not define the person is. For example, I am 30 years old, and I have a lot of experience in my life because I like it, and I like to be and take some risks and the other things in my life. And there are a lot of people younger me, and it can be most amazing. It is the most amazing when it's to compare me because the other people have the most experience when to compare me to, or the opposite to. For example, the 60 years old persons can be most experienced with me or not. It depends the personality of the persons in general, you know. So it can be better or not, you know. And it's my opinion. Like,
No, but I totally agree with you. Let's take, for example, there are a lot of people that spend their lives watching TV, you know? I'm not saying if this is wrong or this is right, but a person that spent her life watching TV has less experience than a person that watches her life going out and experiencing new things, you know? So it really depends on their personality. I totally agree with you. And I'd like to hear from you, Malu. Tell me about it.
I believe this.
Okay, really simple. Elaborate more, I don't know.
I believe this parents' life traz esse amadurecimento, né? Essa sabedoria que a gente diz, né? Quanto mais a gente vive, mais a gente tem de experiência. E which generation? Nossa geração?
Yes, our generation.
Yeah. Eu acredito que a gente rompeu uma bolha do automático.
Why that?
Nas outras gerações, routines, wake up, working, house, family.
Yes. And right now, what's different?
Yes. Então, hoje a gente tem a questão do home office, que a gente consegue trabalhar de casa. Muitas mulheres, né, se reinventaram em profissões para poder cuidar dos filhos, né, voltar. Elas conseguiram dar um passo para trás para poder cuidar de casa, filho, e mesmo assim continuar no mercado de trabalho não convencional. Então, eu acredito muito nisso. A gente trouxe um upgrade, né, muito grande na nossa geração.
Yes, I see your point. Let's take, for example, our grandmothers. It's very common for them to just, I'm going to stay at home and do the daily chores, you know, I don't know, like cleaning the house, doing and preparing the food, I don't know, cleaning this and that, and taking care of the
trabalho não
children.
remunerado, né? O trabalho working.
She works, literally works, but just at home, you know. Yes, a lot, really a lot. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally agree. It's nice to see that things are different. I hope it's
Aí a gente
changing
veio
for
de
the
uma
better, you know?
geração onde as mulheres queimaram o sutiã e foram dominar o território dos homens, né? E hoje eu vejo que a gente está tentando equilibrar isso ainda, né?
Yes.
Porque a mulher viu, ela teve que parar e olhar e falar, calma aí, o que eu estou fazendo na minha vida, né?
Yeah, it's
Eu
different
falo
now.
por mim, que sou mãe e tudo mais.
Yes, and it's nice. It's nice to see that because they continue to become mothers. They continue to taking care of the things they want to take care, and they work. They go out there and work. They go out there and drive their cars. You know, so it's really nice to see these kind of things. And it's you taking a link to the next question. What do you think about being friends with people from different generations? You know, it can be much older or much younger than you. Do you have something like that, Malu?
In my opinion, no difficult.
There's no difficult. Okay.
No.
This is good. This is really good.
I like trocar.
To change.
I like change experience.
Yes.
E é sempre interessante ver outros pontos de vista, e as pessoas mais velhas têm, né, esse ponto.
Yes, they do.
Eu tenho a sensação que eles têm um ponto de vista um pouco mais de cima, né, para ver a amplitude de uma questão.
Yes. And I see one thing in other people that's really interesting. They don't care, you know, because sometimes we don't do things because we think, oh, the other person is going to think about this, about that. And the other people is just, oh, I don't care. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And sometimes we call them, oh, like they they are very crazy little people, you know, but because they do what they want to do, not thinking about what others are going to think. And this is really interesting for me.
Yes.
And I don't know, let's hear from you, Bruno. What about you? Are you friends with people older or younger than you?
Yes, I have the older friends and the much younger friends. But there are many things that I consider point of difference. But the most relevant between the age is so the priorities we have on life.
Yes.
I think is the younger people so have to make how Malu say a small vision. And we like it to curtir the moment.
Yes, to enjoy.
And the older people have to a big of point of view.
Okay.
With that life, I think is the priority, so is the most relevant difference between the age.
Nice. I'd like to hear from you, Gabriel. What do you think about that?
Okay, this question is interesting because I am able to make friends older me or not, and it depends. But in general, in our society, is a way for it happening. For example, there are a lot of groups in our society, and younger and older people's older persons, and it is in general it's happening, but there is specific times, specific cases when it is not happening, you know. And I am able nowadays I have older peoples when my workmates and the others, I have friends older me, and it is so good. It depends for scenario. For there are a lot of cases for it happiness. There are types friends, you know. Take friends is for get out. Sorry, get out. When I like it to get out. Oh, tá difícil sair as frases.
To go out to a party,
to visit a new restaurant in the other places, and I have friends, and I enjoy making it, and the other friends, it is I like it to maintain a conversation when it's so good for me for share experiences in life and the other things around that, you know.
Yes. No, this is really interesting because let's take, for example, we go to college, we have a lot of friends, but all of our experiences are kind of similar, you know, like we studied, then we went to college, then we got out, we're going to get a job. When we talk with someone much older or much younger, it's different. It's like, oh no, I'm trying to travel because I work with this and that. I'm trying to build my own project, you know, or the younger person is like, oh, I just learned this thing on the internet. So things are different. And I agree with you when you say that we have friendship for different moments, you know, to getting to know a restaurant, to getting to talk about specific topic. This is really nice. And let's hear from you, Fernando. What's your opinion about that? Do you have older or younger friends, like much older, much younger?
Well, I agree with what everyone has said, especially Bruna. She said about those specific. I don't know this word. I mean, because it's not a problem to be friends with someone that has a different age, but they are probably living a different moment
Yes.
in life, and you want to be around people that are living a similar moment. Not, of course, not the same experiences than you, because that's impossible. Every person has their own path, their own experiences. But I think this defines well the moment that the person is living. So it's not a problem, it's not a rule, but in general, I think it's easier to keep a friendship with people around your age, which is my case. I have some older friends and younger friends, but not that older or that younger. You know, my closest friends have an age around me, around my age.
Oh, and it's really interesting to see the gap generation between us and other people, you know, because I remember I was talking to my nephew about music and etc. And I told him, oh, do you know Akon? I don't know if you know, guys, but Akon was a singer, very popular in 2005, 2000, I don't know, 2007. And he said, oh, this is really old. And I was like, come on, is this really old? You know, I was thinking, whoa, I still remember his songs. And the guys were like, oh, this is really old. It's a really old song. And
Yeah,
whoa, yes, go ahead.
there is a meme on the internet that they are saying that like The Killers or Arctic Monkeys is dead songs. And what?
Come on.
Not possible.
I listened to them. Come on. Go
No,
ahead.
it's not that song. I listened today, Me Socks,
Yes.
and I listened a certain romance. It's not that, please. I really
Yeah,
love
I
Arctic
love it.
Monkeys.
I love it too.
Me
I don't
too. Me
accept
too.
that.
But you see, this is the gap generation already. Like people are treating our songs, like the songs of our generation, as old songs, you know. So it's really crazy to see this kind of things happening like right now. It's like, come on. I listen to these songs right now. They're not so old. But let's go to the next question. This one is a little bit personal, you know, but it's really interesting. I'm going to start with you, Gabriel Freire. What is your earliest memory? How old were you? What do you remember about the moment?
Okay, this question I can say so difficult, but I'm able so make answer. I remember a lot of things in my life, but there is a specific topic is when I like more and I remember more. So, for example, when I start my career, for example, I remember these difficulties and these challenges in my life, and today I am able to foresee it, and I can understand it very well, and the reasons why I made some things and the others not, and some like that, you know. So
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go with you, Fernando. What is your earliest memory, like the first one you had, the first one you remember? Go ahead.
Yeah, I talked about that in other meeting too. So that's why I have the answer
Go ahead.
fresh. It was my mother holding me and cooking oatmeal for me.
Nice.
So I have this so clear. I was like 2 or 3 years. I was a baby, and I don't know why I remember that, but I remember so clearly.
This is nice. This is nice because you know what? It's at least for us sitting here, it was not something like very special, very different. You know, it was like something very common for a mother, like to be holding the baby and cooking something. And I have a memory that's similar to that too. I don't know. I was 2 or 3 years old, and I remember I was holding hands with my father. I didn't know how to walk properly, you know, but I was holding hands with him, and I have like this picture on my mind, you know, and it was not something special. It's just a memory that I have with me, and I believe it's the earliest memory I have like on my mind. It's nice to see these things. Let's hear from you, Malu. What's your earliest memory, and how old were you? What do you remember?
I have a lot
A lot?
memories.
Yes, it can
Yes,
be.
de minha infância, assim.
Yes,
Minha infância,
my childhood.
my childhood. Yes. Conversation with my dad.
Nice.
Ensinamentos mesmo, sabe? Aquelas conversas assim que ficam pro resto da vida.
Yeah.
Smalls, cheiros. Eu sou muito sensorial, né?
Yes.
Então, cheiros, toques, tenho muitas memórias de criança. Mas de criancinha mesmo, assim.
Like really, really young.
Yes. Meu
It's
marido
really
até brinca, fala assim, não é possível você ter memória de tão cedo. Eu falei, ai, tenho.
no,
My mom me alfabetizou.
yes, I don't know. Taught me how to read.
Yes, com 2 anos.
Yes, nice.
I remember is work me ensinando
Yeah.
airplane, avião, e eu apanhei porque eu colocava o tio no lugar errado, com 2 anos.
Well, your mother were really exigent, you know?
Yes.
A lot of pressure on a toddler.
Yes, more or less. Eu sempre achei que a minha mãe avançou o sinal, né? Minha mãe que me alfabetizou muito cedo. Mas hoje eu vejo pelo meu filho, que ele tem uma necessidade. Meu filho vai fazer 4 em agosto ainda.
Okay.
Ele tá com 3. Ele já escreve o nome dele, já escreve o nome dos melhores amigos. Ele tem uma necessidade por aprender.
This is good. This
E
is
provavelmente eu era igual, só que minha mãe era pedagoga. Então, minha mãe aproveitou a fome com a vontade de comer, entendeu?
Perfect, just perfect. This is really nice, really nice. And you said something really interesting about the smelling, about the smell, about the touch, you know, because sometimes when, I don't know, when my mother prepare a food and I smell that food, it comes memories to my mind, you know, and I like, oh, I remember this, I don't know, in 2002, and something happened, you know. It's really interesting when this kind of thing
At
happens.
home is coffee break, o café da manhã, né? O
Yes.
coffee break is only coffee.
Only
Black.
coffee.
Café
Yes.
preto. Ninguém tinha o hábito de tomar café da manhã. Então, o café, para mim, é uma coisa assim, eu sinto o cheiro, parece que é cheiro que vem da alma, sabe assim?
Yes, I
Eu falo
totally
que o cheiro de
understand.
café, ele me busca, ele faz assim.
Okay, nice, nice. Let's hear from you, Bruna. What about you? What's your earliest memory?
I listened the other stories and I thinking about that, but I'm just remember when I left my parents' house when I have 16.
Yes, 16
16?
years old.
16?
16, yes.
And I went to study abroad, and I think that's the most recent memory. I can't think of. I think of because I thought of I already too old when I have 16 years old, and today I'm see how was I am a child. We thinking I know everything, and the life so beating me much, and I can remember this because me marcou a lot.
Yes. Okay, nice you said about that, because sometimes when we are young, we think, oh, I have all the answers, I know what I'm doing. And the next question is about that, you know? The next question is question number 5. So, Bruna, in your opinion, what is the best age to be?
I will translate this question because I not understand.
Oh, but like that, if you could choose any age to become again, what age would you choose? Like, what's the best one?
I really love it to live in this 20, 26 and 25. I think
Yes.
this age, so I'm learning a lot and have a key to change with my mind
Yes.
when I make 20, 26, 26, no, 25. And is that because I think is the age is so important? Nem tanto, but important. Because
Okay.
because we learning more when grow up, especially when grow up with the life beating with you. I think it's
Yes,
that.
yes. I don't know how to say this in English, but there is a saying in Portuguese, like maré calma não faz marinheiro bom, you know? So I think it's like that. I think it's like that. You need to face difficulties. You need to have problems in your life so you can become a better person.
It's so difficult to relearning this, but I learn with my boyfriend. It's so
Okay.
hard, but I learned that.
Okay, nice. I'm curious about you, Fernando. What about you? What do you think is the best age to be?
This is difficult.
I know it
really
is,
don't know.
man.
I really don't know, actually, because it depends. Actually, I could answer all those questions with depends, because it really depends. And yeah, maybe around 25, 26 is a good age. But depends on the experience of each one
Yes.
too. And it's good experiencing things for the first time too, and that's why it's so
Yes.
good to be a child, and you are learning things every day, and with no that much of responsibility. So it's good to. I really don't know how to answer this this one.
No, but this one was nice. Was nice. What about you, Gabriel Freire? What do you think, man? What is the best age to be?
Okay, I was thinking here about that, and it's a difficult question, but there is not, in my opinion, because it depends of the persons in general. Each persons have a specific moments, you know, and it's my opinion. But for myself, I'm able to say it just can be for now. For now, I am 30 years old, and it is the best part of my life for now, because it is I learn a lot of things when it is can be so important for my life and the next steps, you know, and it's so important for me. But yeah, younger, the 18 or 16 years old, it just sounds great. And it's amazing too, because this step, we learn new things in our life, and it's so important to grow up in our lives. But in my opinion, the middle age or life, it is the best. The 30 and 40, it's the best.
Okay, nice, nice. I'd like to hear from you, Malu. Tell me, what do you think about that?
I Eu concordo com o Gabriel.
Okay, nice.
Oh,
here's your baby.
Hello.
Hello.
Ai. This moment is my best age.
Nice.
Eu acredito, né?
Yes.
Believe is for que eu teria sido mãe mais jovem.
Yeah. Okay,
Né?
interesting.
Ela, hello. Ela assim, eu já sei contar inglês, até 10 em inglês.
No, really interesting that, because you said you would be a mother younger, but when you were younger, you didn't think about that, so just now you're thinking about that. It's really nice to see these kind of things. I don't know, let's go to the next one. This one is totally the opposite, it's like growing up can be hard. We all know about that, but is there any age you didn't enjoy? I'm going to start with you again, Bruna. Tell me, what do you think?
Yes, grow up is hard, but so fantastic. Fantastic, and yes, have a age for another enjoy it when I have I forgot 16, because I think is myself so older. And I think it's so okay, my life so stopped now, and I will grow up, and so adult life is so chata and boring and so sad, but I learning is not the life so fantastic, and the other and the todas as idades so incredible, and you have to enjoy it até quando não tá bom.
Yes.
And now I'm just resuming my life in one word, is peace.
Peace. Okay,
Peace.
Nice. This one is good.
Peace. Paz é peace mesmo?
Peace. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
it's that.
Nice. What about you, Fernando?
Well, I didn't have an age that I didn't enjoy, just phases of my life that were not good. For example, the last from 2020 to 2022, it was very difficult for me since the pandemic began, and a lot of things has happened. So it was a difficult moment for me. And I didn't enjoy, and I had other moments in my life that was difficult, but because of life, not because of age, I guess.
Yes, I totally get that. It's because sometimes things happening around us are hard, but it's not the age, it's like the moment. I totally understand you. And guys, as you can see, the people from the breakout rooms are back. So I'd like to ask you guys, how was the conversation there? Let's start with you, Vitor Santos. How was the conversation in the breakout room?
Oh, it's very nice. I was with Gabriel and Gabriele. We share some thoughts and we diverged on some questions, but I think it's the most exciting moment of the conversation, because we can see how the other things start to think and way of thinking. And as me and Gabriele, we share our trauma because we have our hands smashed on the door of a car. So as young people, so and she started to tell, I was, oh my God, it's the same with me. And it's nice to see that things we think it's exclusively from us,
but
it's happening to many others people. It's really nice.
Gabriele, would you like to comment on that?
No, it's not nice. It's not nice.
Gabriele, would you like to comment on that?
Yeah, I was about to say it's not nice. That's trauma. We share a trauma. I had the car closed in my finger. Yes. I didn't lose my finger, so everything okay. But yeah, we have this both trauma. The conversation was nice. We disagree in some points, but it's good to practice your English, you know, to
Yes.
think of another way.
Okay, nice, nice. Now let's ask for a few more people. I believe you, Maurílio, you were in the other room. So how was the conversation there? Did you like the topic? How was like the questions?
The conversation is very nice. How can I say? Eu estive com o Giovanni, com o Bruno.
I've been with Giovanni, Bruno.
Yes, I forget the word. So that's very nice. And they're very difficult for me because I own to the camera open, and that's very difficult to break my shame. So that's very good. I read the questions, and I share about my life, share about my how can I say traumas?
The traumas, yes.
Yes. So that's very cool. That's very nice.
Okay, thank you very much. You know, this is something I always tell to the guys, but I forgot to mention here. Guys, if you are in the breakout room, please open your camera, because if there is only one person with the camera open,
please,
it's
very
kind of sad, you know. And there is one advantage in the breakout room: you're not live on YouTube, you know. So please open your camera. There'll be no one recording you. But I'd like to hear from you guys. Giovanni, Bruno, how was the conversation there? I don't know. Bruno said it was good, so very good. Giovanni, what about you?
Repeat, please.
Okay, don't worry. Guys, while Giovanni is preparing, I'm going to send one link here on our chat. This link is about our survey, you know. The survey is the best way we have to try to improve our meeting. So if you could please click on the link and try to answer the survey, saying the things you liked, the things you didn't like, or giving suggestions for new topics, that would be amazing. All right, please do it. Giovanni, go ahead. Or don't, I don't know. Okay.
Giovanni has a difficult to formulate a phrase, you know, and
okay.
That's because ele demora pouquinho.
Okay. Don't worry, whenever you're ready, Giovanni. But guys, I just would like to tell you, I was here today substituting Johnny, and this meeting was really nice, you know. I really enjoyed the questions, really enjoyed talking to you. And for those of you who were here in the main room, I think it was really nice, you know, so amazing. I really loved it. And the guys from breakout rooms, I could see that they really enjoyed it too. So thank you very much for today's meeting. And I don't know, would you like to say something before we go or no? If you don't say, I'm going to ask just one more question. I'd like to ask it to you, Maurílio. We were here in the main room on question number 6, and I'd like to ask this one for you.
I don't.
I'm going to read. Don't worry. Is there any age you didn't enjoy? Like, oh, I didn't like my 20s, or I didn't like my 15s? No.
My 20 years old now.
Why that?
Because it's very bored to be an adult, you know. I need to work hard and pay my account, you know. That's very bored, man. I don't like this. I like to be a teenage without responsibility.
No responsibility.
Yeah. That's very nice. That's very nice. So jokes apart, is a very nice age, because fora as responsabilidades, é muito bom você ter sua independência, não? And that's all.
Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Fernando, Gabriel, Malu, Bruno, Phillip, Bruno, Maurílio, Vitor, Gabriel, and Giovanni. The meeting was amazing today. I really approved the conversation. And if you can, try to join other conversations. Just go to talkntalk.com.br. All right. And thank you very much. That's it for today. Please answer the feedback questions. All right. Give me suggestions, give me ideas. And that's all, folks. Thank you very much. I hope to see you all again.